Hello and welcome to the Property Talk, where of course we get to discuss issues that are relatable to the real estate industry and building a better Uganda for us. Joining me on the set right now is none other than Mrs. Peace Kavunga, the Executive Director, Housing Finance Bank. It's good to have you on the show today.
Thank you, Edwin.
For many years, Housing Finance Bank has positioned itself as a market leader in as far as mortgages are concerned. We just had you at the Sustainable Housing, Sustainable Cities Conference. By the way, how was your experience at the conference?
Thank you, Edwin. I think, to be honest, this is the first conference that I've attended where activities start on time, the panelists submit on time, they are on point, and they offer very good solutions or submissions. And the attendance, the participation, it's been a very good experience.
Thank you. Now, proceeding with the conversation on what Housing Finance Bank is doing. We're in a market where the outcry is so much on affordable housing, not just in the properties that are being sold, but also in how people are able to access financing. What is Housing Finance Bank doing to ensure that the process keeps getting better and better for more Ugandans to access housing?
Thank you, Edwin. Indeed, you've talked about housing finance, having been in the housing market for a very long time, to be precise, over 50 years. And we have made very good strides in terms of coming up with solutions that can be able to offer affordable housing finance in Uganda. Affordability is in two ways. Affordability on the product, the house that you're buying, and affordability in terms of financing. So I'll start on the supply side, on the housing side. So what we are doing on the housing side, we are working with developers. There are quite a number of developers that have come into the market, and we are working with them. We are walking the journey with them to be able to, give them feedback from the customers, what the customers want, as well as provide financing for some of their projects. So they can be able to put out these projects within a very short time, and then of course give the buyers confidence. Because most of these projects, some of the customers do what we call the off-plan buying, where you look at the plan and you believe that this project will be delivered within 1.5 years or 2 years.
Yeah.
We have been able to, build the confidence of some of these developers so that the customers can be able to buy a house off-plan, knowing that within 1.5 years or 2 years, it will be delivered.
Yes.
That is one. We, on the housing side, financing side, we have been offering the traditional mortgages. Now, a traditional mortgage, in its sense, you will need a land title, you will need stable income. You're either in employment, and we can confirm your employment status, or you're running a business. But with time, we have seen that those features of a traditional mortgage can only be taken by a few Ugandans.
Yes.
The few Ugandans, about 1%. So we said, as Housing Finance Bank, which is a bank that is looking at impacting the lives of Ugandans, as far as housing is concerned, we need to be innovative. We need to think and provide affordable housing finance solutions. So what have we done so far? If you're buying property and you don't have the contribution, the 30% or 20% contribution, we have what we call 100% financing. So meaning that you identify a property, you'll walk to the bank and say that I want to buy this property, and we shall give you 100% financing. So you'll not have to save for 5 years, for 10 years, because you're saving for 30% or 20%.
Yes.
The other intervention that we have done so far, we have designed a mortgage product, especially in these COVID times.
Yes.
Where, the times are hard, incomes have been impacted. We have said, for those who can take a mortgage now, you will give you a grace period of about 6 months.
Wow.
To allow you to settle in your new home. When you're moving into your new house, There are so many things that you're doing curtains, doing furniture, doing this, doing that. So you need a lot of money to settle in your home.
Yes.
So we've said, okay, we can give you up to 6 months grace period to allow you to settle in the house before you can start paying the mortgage. And for those who construct, we give them a grace period of up to 8 months to be able to construct the houses, so that once they are complete, then they can be able to move in and be able to start paying the mortgage.
Yes. Are all your customers and clients aware of this? What happens? Because the information you're mentioning is too good to be true, that most of the people I interact with don't seem to actually have a clue about what products you're offering.
Okay, I must say that this incremental housing loan is a new product, and we are actually unveiling it very soon. We've been doing below the line marketing, but we are going to move out. Already we have some branches that are doing it, like Tororo branch, Mbarara branch, Mbale branch. In Kampala we have Ndeva, Najja, Nkumbi. So we are going to go above the line, do the marketing on radios, on TV, in the newspapers, try and reach out to the customers. And this incremental housing loan is very special because we have partnered with a funder. This is the French Development Agency, AFD. They are giving us funds and they are saying impact the lives of Ugandans. Wow. Not the high end, but the low income earners. So the interest rates are very attractive. For a low income earner, most of the banks look at them as high risk. So of course they price for the risk. They price very high. But for this product, we have partnered with the French Development Agency, AFD, and we are giving this product at very good interest rates.
It's great. It's incredible.
Yeah.
So finally, our main theme as the Property Show brand for the next 6 months is on sustainable housing, sustainable cities. We heard your engagement and thoughts on the live event we had. But finally, to the Property Show viewers, how do you think we'll be able to move towards the sustainable housing and sustainable cities idea?
Okay, so the sustainable idea in housing is a great one. And I think the discussion, this kind of discussion, should have been, should have happened yesterday.
Yes.
And when we talk about sustainability, it is not something that will be done by only one player. We'll have to have collaboration. We'll have to have partnerships with the public and the private sector players.
Yes.
And like I mentioned, even the customers need to come to this party, because if we talk about a house design that is sustainable and the customer does not like it, then will not move or achieve much. So it's very important that we all come together and say, you know what, sustainability impacts everyone.
Yes.
Let's not be selfish. Let's not look at ourselves now. Let's think about tomorrow, the future generation. Our grandchildren, great-grandchildren, they need to live in a friendly environment. So it requires all of us, the financiers, the developers, the customers, everyone must come to this party and contribute to sustainable housing.
Thank you so much. We sure will be in touch with whatever Housing Finance Bank is doing.
Thank you very much, Edwin. Thanks for hosting me.